See guys, doesn't matter how much of a monk mode you want to activate for eBay, I still want to advise you guys that look, it's always good to make time to rest. Take a rest. Doesn't matter how much work you have. Yesterday I was in the warehouse all through, did a lot. It's amazing. Sometimes you just leave things for a few days and then it piles up. You know, I have this culture of always trying to clean up after I finish for the day, but sometimes, like you guys know, it's not always possible. A few days ago, I made a huge mess. There was cartons everywhere, there was bubble wraps everywhere on the ground, you know. But what I did yesterday was that I actually came to the warehouse, spent the whole day. In fact, I was like broke when I got home, slept off immediately, you know. And then today, when I woke up in the morning, typically I wake up very early. I woke up, checked some few stuff, just made some housekeeping with my shop, replied to some customer requests and so on and so forth. And then I said to myself, look, after breakfast, it's very possible that I need to go back to the warehouse to just try to prepare for tomorrow, you know, like set up the shipment already so that my Monday will be very, very kind of light. This was the idea I had. I planned that I would go back to the warehouse, you know. But then when I saw that the weather was taking shape at about 10 o'clock, was already getting very beautiful, I said to myself, you know what, it doesn't matter how much orders I have, I'm going to take today off. And then I took the car, started driving. I checked the internet, saw what was happening around me. I realized that there was some fest I could just visit to just spend the time out. The weather was pretty beautiful. I felt like I just wanted to be outside, you know. So I went, spent some time, made some really good, nice photographs. On my way back from the fest, I saw a shallow river and I felt like this was my opportunity I've been waiting for. The sun was high up in the sky. I was sweating all over. So I felt like definitely I'm going to be in this water because the water looked so cool. Everything was looking so like calling onto me, like come, take a shower. So he said, you know what, I'm going to go in. So I spent some time, about 1 hour or so, taking a very relaxing bath in the water. You know, it was so good. I switched off my brain and I felt like it was exactly what I needed, even though it wasn't planned. So when I came out, hopped into the car, trying to ride back home, I said, you know what, I've got to talk to somebody out there. There's definitely somebody out there. You are grinding all your way, you know, to the top. It's like, yes, I kind of am in support of what you are doing. I kind of buy the idea that yes, there comes a time in your life that where you really have to work very hard. Yes, this is the time. If you are right now doing it, like you have an eBay shop going on, perhaps you have a YouTube channel, you have a lot of stuff going on at the same time. Some people are even studying, some people have full-time jobs, they still have to run, you know, it's kind of stressful, but it doesn't matter what phase of the hustle bus you are in. It doesn't matter what point your hustle bus is currently at right now. I want to advise you that please make time out to take a rest. You know, the way I feel right now, it looks like I can even go 300 kilometers if that's something to measure how far you can walk. You see, I feel so refreshed, I feel so relaxed, I feel like I have a lot of energy to do a lot of work this new week. I feel like this was exactly what I needed, even though I didn't really know that I needed rest. I just needed this time to switch off my brain, forget about eBay. You know, 1 week ago, eBay was all, everybody knew, saw it, sales were down, it was all full of stress. And then 2-3 days ago, sales are bouncing back to what it used to be, and now the stress is already coming up. Customers are writing. I just checked my phone after I finished swimming and I realized that the customer wants to return a Lenovo ThinkPad T480 laptop, which I sent on Friday, and I'm going to be telling you also what happened with that very soon. But the thing is, the pressure is already mounting, the week is building up, eBay sales are coming up, you have to ship out items, you have to do everything that you have to do to make sure that your shop moves forward. But then make time to take a rest. This stress, eBay stress, customer writing you to ask for something, to want to return something, or try to complain about what they bought, is not going to go away anytime soon. But then your health is very important. You need to be healthy to continue to sell on the platform. Doesn't matter what pressure, what goal you've set for yourself. It doesn't matter how challenging it is right now with your time. Please, please, and please, as much as you can, guys, make time off to take a rest. I really rested myself today, and I feel like I'm all pumped up to face the whatever the new week has in store. But I believe that it's going to be a very beautiful week. Now that sales are back, which is kind of one of my strong points. When sales are on, it really doesn't bother me whatever stress the customers are trying to bring. Like I was saying about the laptop, it's also an advice to you guys. Sometimes we want to really be nice. We want to do the best that we can to just score a good point. You know, this laptop was ordered on Thursday, and normally, as at Friday, there wasn't any pressure on me to ship out the items, because on this particular laptop, I think the handling time was 2 working days. So there was no pressure at all. But when I finished working on Friday, I think I still had time before the post office closes, and I was not having so much to do because I just finished quite early on Friday, and I felt like, okay, this is a laptop that has been ordered, the customer has paid, why not just put it together and send it, you know, which was what I did. This was very, very not typical of me, because I typically tend to work with the dates that eBay has specified that the item should be sent out. But in any case, I did go ahead, kind of rush things, just made sure that the laptop was installed, checked that the charger was working. I didn't really do a lot of deep check into the laptop, and then packed it up. Even though, like I said, it wasn't really time for me to send out the laptop. I should have actually sent it out on Monday. But then I did send it, took it to the post office, sent it, and I was so proud of myself that I had done something great, which is the customer is going to receive the laptop very early and possibly going to leave me a positive comment. So this was my thinking, and not bad. This is one thing we normally do when you have time. Why not? But lo and behold, today I just checked my phone a few minutes ago, and I realized that the customer had written to say that yes, he received the laptop. The laptop was well packed. Thank you very much for that. But unfortunately, that the laptop has gotten a defective battery. And yes, I understand when customers are writing to complain about the battery, but then I politely wrote and said, but there's no way I can guarantee the battery on a laptop. You know, these are batteries. There is always a wear and tear effect on every kind of battery. It doesn't matter if it's a laptop battery, if it's your watch battery or car battery, it's going to wear out at some point. One point you can easily tell that something is used is that the battery will not be able to hold up to what it was originally or in the beginning. So I wrote back to the guy and said, hey, yes, this is a used laptop, just an additional part of the laptop that you've bought. I wasn't going to put a new battery to sell a used laptop. This kind of politely wrote the customer. And then I offered to send a replacement laptop if it was okay with that. But unfortunately, the buyer wrote back and started telling me that yes, the description I wrote, in the description I had specified that the item is in very good working condition, and that for him was unacceptable to buy a laptop that the battery is not working. Mind you, on this laptop there are 2 batteries. This is one of the best laptops out there right now. It's a Lenovo ThinkPad T480 laptop. There are 2 batteries on these laptops, and the buyer now in this case is complaining about the internal battery not working, even though you have an external battery that works perfectly. But I could already tell that this is not a buyer that was ready to understand whatever I was going to say. These are the kind of buyers that just believe that when an item comes, it needs to be exactly what it should be. If it's 1 cent, whatever less than what it says in the description, no, the item goes back, you know. But I can't blame this kind of buyers. This is what it is. Sometimes we see it like this. So before I could even reply, send another reply to even maybe suggest sending a replacement internal battery, I already saw that the buyer had initiated a return, and immediately I accepted it on my phone, just sent back the send on my phone, and then went ahead to send a DHL return label, which hopefully the buyer should receive, and the laptop should be on its way to me from tomorrow. This is a 384 euro or so, if I remember correctly, laptop. Very expensive. I know that the buyer should normally get everything in the best condition. But the mistake in this case was that this item was supposed to be sent out on Monday, and if I had sent out the laptop on Monday, perhaps I would have discovered this this error in the battery and would have looked for a way to quickly fix it before sending it back. But then this is also a lesson for me, because if you are a reseller, it's just about learning and learning new lessons. You know, if you are a reseller, you're definitely going to be learning a lot. The lesson I have learned in this case now is that, look, if an item is marked to be shipped out on Monday, for example, and you have some spare time on Friday, the highest I'm going to do, I'm just going to prepare the item and leave it to be sent out on Monday. In this way, I can really do my due diligence. You know, this laptop was sent out honestly in a hurry. There was no need for that, but then it is what it is. One of those things that you have to just chew and move on. So hopefully, if the laptop comes, it's just a battery issue. This is something I can easily fix. I've got a lot of this kind of batteries in the warehouse, and yes, it's kind of difficult to open this laptop, and the customer might not be willing to want to begin to dabble into this. But like I said, it doesn't matter. It's what it is. It's going to come back hopefully on Monday. If I am editing this video on Monday or Tuesday, I don't know exactly when I'm going to be editing this video, but if the laptop comes and this video is not yet edited, then I can actually put some footage of the return packet so you guys see how it was, how the item will return, and so on and so forth. All right. But like I said in the beginning, always make out time to take a rest. Yes, it's kind of a lot on us resellers. Sometimes you have pressures from home, pressure from the business itself, pressures from wanting to just succeed as soon as possible. Perhaps you quit your job just because you want to go all in on reselling, and somehow, somewhere, it's not working like you would have expected, and you're kind of under pressure. You want to keep working harder like you can ever work, and you feel like if you work harder, you'll be able to make things happen quickly. Yes, you're on the right path. I've been there, I've done that. Doesn't matter how your goals are right now, always take time to rest. It's very important. It's going to help you. It's just like you recharging a battery. You are stressing, you are grinding hard, you are moving things. Take a few days, take 1 day off, take 6 hours off, switch off your brain, you know, and hopefully you should be able to get yourself back like additional energy to take the extra mile that you need to take. I hope this video helps you. It's just a quick one. If it does, go ahead and click on the like button, subscribe to the channel. Until I see you again, peace.